And I mean, Stacy, you and me start this thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We forgot to talk about that, but we had so much good feedback from last week about us doing the training and doing, just being real and raw with you guys, and, doing a little bit with just the three of us on there instead of, we usually have guests and stuff, but we just kept it to the three of us. This week, we decided that we wanted to open it up to you guys, and we wanted to do a question answer session. Stacy and I have done one of these right in the beginning. We want to do another one, but we're going to start with asking you questions and let you answer, because you got to get in a right headspace, especially how things have been lately and how frustrated people have been, because we were up here like 2020 and 2021. If you were here during that time, we were up here, and our business was doing it. It was out completely out of the norm. I mean, we grew over 600%. So that was not normal. So it had to go backwards, and it's going to come back up to balance out. And then we're going to have a new scale to where that's going to be what 2020 and 2021. And then the beginning of 2022 is going to be, it's going to average into all this, but we had to go backwards. And then we're going to get a new scale line and start going up from there. I don't know if you guys have to start feeling the momentum, but it started. So we're like my team, and y'all know I'm real with you. So my team, as of right now, we are almost 10,000 points ahead of where we were this time last month. And I am at the same number as I finished with last month. That's exciting to me. Is it where I want it to be? Absolutely not even close. But am I excited that I'm seeing it start going back up? Thank you, Jesus. Yes, I am. And so you've got to hold on to the things that are exciting right now and build off of that. I mean, go overboard on it. And you have got to get the excitement going, because we said last week, you're the leaders because you're the ones that are here. You're the one that's going to have to take the reign. You're the one that's going to have to take the front seat and get in the driver's seat and drive your team where you want it to go. Not your upline, not your downline, you. So Stacy and I are going to ask you some questions, and we want you to answer them truthfully in the comments, okay? And if you're driving, then just think of them in your head. You don't have to put them in your comments. But the first one is, do you believe you can earn Founders Club? Truly believe. Like, don't say yes if you don't believe it. And I saw some no's. I want you to be real. This is something you've got to be real about. Okay. All right. Stacy, you want to pop in, or you may just keep going?
Just go ahead and keep going. I'm reading messages.
All right. The second question is, like we just said, 80%, if not a little bit more, have dropped out. Why are you still here? This is going to be some questions you're going to have to think about. Why are you still here when 80% of all the other people are gone? Why are you still here? And I especially want those people that said no, because I saw a lot of no's come through here. Why are you still here? That's a hard one, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody answer, unless you're driving. But if you're driving, have it in your head. So, all right. Okay, the next question is, why do you want to earn this Founders Club trip? Why do you want to earn the trip? Oh, I'm liking these answers. Why do you want to earn the trip? Okay, the next one is, who do you want to network with on that trip? I'm talking, who do you want to sit next to at the pool and pick their brain? Who? That's good. Oh, y'all making me feel special. There's a lot better people than me. I like that. Yes, those big ranked people. That's who I wanted to. That's who I love networking with, and how I got to become really, really good friends with a lot of them is on these Founders Club trips. And I love, there is too many to choose from, Tammy. There's so many. Yep. Okay. Stacy, what was the last question? Dang it.
What have you been doing? Name just one thing that you've been doing that has kept you motivated over the last almost 6 months now, that has kept you here. What's one thing that you've been doing?
Yes, accountability partners.
I love the accountability partners. I love the mindset. I see some personal growth in there. I love all of these.
Yes, me too.
Being consistent. I saw somebody say something about doing daily activities.
Looking at your vision.
Mm.
I love this so much. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna kind of just talk about something that Melissa, you and I hadn't even had a chance to talk about ourselves yet. Is, are you showing up every day? Okay, now I want you to really think about this, because you do not maybe realize how much of an impact you have on your team and what they see you doing, what they don't see you doing. And, obviously they're not sitting at your desk or wherever you work at home, or, and doing your daily activities and doing all that. But do they see you showing up in the groups? Do they see you showing up at trainings? And I don't mean just, Zoom fling, but I mean Zoom trainings, team trainings. What do they see you doing? Because believe it or not, with us being in a tough spot, and we all are, we've kind of admitted that last week, they need to know where your head is. They need to know where you are at. And it's okay for them to know that you're down and you're discouraged. But what they need to see and know is that you're still in this with them, that you're still in the trenches, you're still working, you're still committed to them. That's what's going to keep them going. So if you feel like that your team has disconnected maybe a little bit, things have slowed down, first of all, ask yourself, are you showing up? Are you being the leader that you need to be for them? And then sometimes that's a tough question to ask yourself. And then ask them, I noticed you're not engaged as much. I see that you're not commenting on posts in the team group. I see that you're not on team trainings as much. Let them know that you're not seeing them show up, and talk to them about it, because that's probably all they need. They probably just need a conversation and to hear from you that it's okay to be down, but it's not okay to give up. It's okay to be in a tough spot, but it's not okay to be disconnected. Because when people start being disconnected, even though it's the easiest thing to do, that's the worst thing to do, is get disconnected. So have those conversations with yourself and have them with your team members, and just just kind of check yourself and see where you're at mentally. And that's something that I do frequently. I check myself. Am I showing up the way I need to be showing up for my team? Are they getting from me what they need and what they deserve? So take time and do that. And I know, Melissa, that wasn't something we planned on talking about this evening, but it's kind of on my heart, and I wanted to get it out there.
No, I think that's good. I think that's another good question, is and be real about it. I mean, are you being the leader that you need to be for your people? Are you relying on somebody else to train your team, or are you train? I don't care if you've only got one distributor. Are you being the leader that they need, or are you pushing them off on somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's real talk right there. Are you I love Tammy Hall. Tammy is and we started out as accountability partners a long time ago, and she's got other ones for this, but she and I both have new distributors, and we are collaborating and have our new distributors in a group that we go into every single day and give them the things to do. And Tammy, Tammy talks to her new distributors every single day without fail. I'm not that good, but you know what? She's doing it. I'm not. And her new distributors are doing their activities without fail every single day. So, you know what I decided this morning after I saw she had two of them say before 9 o'clock that their IPAs were done. And then they were going to do other things for the day. I decided today, every single one of my new distributors are going to start getting a phone call from me today, every single day, just like she's doing, because what she's doing is working. If what you've got going on is not working and not getting you towards new unique accounts, you've got to do something that's working. You've got to get with somebody who's doing the things and find out what you can do that you're not doing to make it work. I had one of my teams in another state called me today. What they're doing is not working. It's not working. So they are all coming to Georgia, and we're doing a whole day session, like a training session. All their questions, figure out what's not working and figure out a way to fix it. So I love that, Stacy. I love that that you asked that and you went that way.
Is there any questions? We're going to kind of open this up for just a minute, but we are going to give you an assignment at the end. We haven't done an assignment for a long time, so we are going to give you guys an assignment. But we also want to see if you guys have any questions for us, and just put them in the messages or in the chat, and Melissa and I'll jump in and answer them.
Yep. And while we're waiting for that, what is something you can do better? What is something you should be doing, and you're not doing it consistently? I mean, you guys all know what the things are to make you successful. Y'all know. Y'all have been trained on them over and over and over and over. Okay, I'm seeing that. Pick up the phone. Do more parties. What else? What are some things? More reach outs. Posting. Not picking up the phone. Do a party. What else? Talk more. Do more. Yep. Picking up the phone. Why are you not picking up the phone? That's the question. Is it that you don't have time, that you don't think they'll answer, that you don't know what to say? What is it that's what you got to think in your head? What is keeping you from doing that one thing that you know will make you better, that you know fear. This is honest time. This is not, we all, no judgment here. This is no judgment zone. It never is. But you're sitting here writing what you need to do in order to be better and in order for you to get to Founders Club or get you closer to Founders Club. Why are you not doing it? If you know already, you're telling us what you need to do. Why are you not doing it? What's in my purse? So I see a lot of people saying fear. What do you think's the worst thing that can happen if you pick up the phone and you call somebody and talk to them? What's the worst thing that can happen? The very worst thing that can happen. Very worst thing that can happen is they laugh at you and hang up. I mean, or they say no.
No.
Or they defriend you on Facebook. Okay, bye, Felicia. Then you got room for one more person that might say yes. I mean, I love that. Melissa says you never died. No, you never died from hearing a no. Yeah, it's if somebody unfriends you, they wasn't your friend to begin with. If they're going to unfriend you because you called to give them a gift,
and
I'm going to garden.
I want to post a short video in here. It was shown years ago at one of the Singular conferences, and the guy's first name is Brandon, and I'm drawing a blank on his last name. He does a lot of motivational stuff. Great speaker. And he does a short video on rejection. And one of the things he talks about is if you think about your whole life and think about the rejections you've had and the ones that are like life-changing rejections, there's really either none or not very many at all. When you talk about a life-changing rejection that someone gave you, it doesn't exist. So that fear of rejection is something really that we've created in our head that is just a mental block for us that we need to break through. And I'm going to post that video in here because it's really good. I think it's only maybe 10 minutes long, may not even be that long, but it's a really good video that I think you guys will listen to. You'll enjoy it. You'll walk away from looking at rejections in a whole different way,
And then there's another video that I saw on fear, and I don't remember who it was. I'll see if I can find it, but it's like you got to think about yourself on this cliff, and the only way that you're going to get up to the other side is this clear path. Like you can't see it, but somebody told you that it's there. And you have to trust them that you're going to be able to take a step and that path's going to be there. There's nothing, you can't see anything except for this big canyon. And you can either stay on this side, but everything you want is on the other side of that canyon. Everything is on the other side. And there is this path that you cannot see to get from point A to point B, but you have got somebody telling you that path's right there. All you got to do is take a step and it is going to catch you. And you're going to be able to use that path to go all the way. And everything you've ever dreamed is on the other side. Mm-hmm. Are you going to take that step? Or are you going to stay and let fear keep you where you at forever? You got to take the steps. Mm-hmm. You've got to get out of your own way. Fear is a liar. Fear mm-hmm. is false evidence appearing real. It is not real. It is a lie. It is up here. Nothing bad's going to happen. You ain't going to die. The worst that somebody can happen is somebody say no. But what if all of that never happens. And what if somebody says, I've been looking for something. I have
Mhm.
been waiting and praying for a way to supplement my income or to make some extra money. You're the answer to my prayer. What if that happens? Why don't you change it up? Change your mindset. All the things that you said that are keeping you from doing the one thing that you said. And we didn't say it. Everything we've done tonight, you're training yourself. You said, you wrote down the one thing that you need to do, just one, there's several, but one thing that you need to do in order to grow your business. And then you gave the reason why you're not doing it. What if you get rid of that excuse? Because it's not a reason, it's an excuse. What if you get rid of that excuse and do the damn thing, and then something magical happens because you stepped outside your comfort zone? Go ahead, Stace.
Here's the thing, guys. You're not going to go anywhere if you just remain in your comfort zone. And I know you guys have heard that time and time again, but it's so true. If you don't change, things don't change. Where you're at today is going to be where you're at tomorrow, where you're going to be at next week, next month, next year, years down the road. If you don't step outside of your comfort zone and make some changes. And I'll just tell you, one of my biggest fears, and still is to this day, is public speaking. Always been a fear, and it will probably be something that I will always have anxiety about. As many times I do it, I still get nervous, but I know that I will not grow as a leader, and I know that my team will not grow if I don't step out and take the opportunities to train when it's offered to me. Okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of advice here. If you've turned down trainings because you're afraid of maybe saying something wrong or just scared of doing it, and I don't mean necessarily corporate trainings, but I mean team trainings. A good leader, or I should just say a leader in general, never passes up on the opportunity to train. If you are given the opportunity by your upline or by a cross line to do it, a training, doesn't matter if it's a 5-minute training, a 30-minute training, do it. Do it. Do it scared. Do it no matter how sloppy you may think it is. Do it, because let me tell you, when you're done with it, you will feel, one, you will feel accomplished that you did it. Two, you will have it in your head that, hey, I can do this and I can do it again. And when your team members seeing you do it, they're going to be looking at you and saying, okay, that's my leader right there. That's my leader right there. And as you grow into being a leader, and we've got some great leaders on here, but leadership is a non-ending. So when I say grow into be a leader, I mean everybody is. Okay, leadership does not end. Learning to be a better leader does not end. You're always growing. And for anyone who thinks that they've hit the plateau of leadership, they haven't. They haven't. So get out of your comfort zones, do the scary things, and you are going to be such a stronger person after you do it. And if it's things that Melissa and I can help you with whatever it might be, we're here to help you. That's what this group is about. That's why we put this together. We want to help you guys develop into being the best version of yourself, the best leader you can be for your team, because that's what you're doing as you're earning Founders Club. You really are. You're leading a team as you're building Founders Club. So make sure you're stepping out and being that leader. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy, but I challenge you to do that. Do something this week that you're scared of doing. Okay. It might be picking up the phone and calling somebody. It might be going live in your team group, and maybe, you don't have your own team group, but you have, your upline has a group. Get with your upline and say, hey, I want to go live in your group and talk about something that I think's working for me. Whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be a big training, 5 or 10 minutes, but do something that is going to push you out of your comfort zone this week.
Hard to have a question answer session with no questions. It really is. Okay. So for all of you who said that when I asked if you believed that you could earn this trip, those of you that said no, I want you to look at me. You can earn this trip. And if you don't believe it, use my belief. But you're not going to do it sitting on your butt wishing for it.
Mm.
You're not going to do it not doing that thing that you put on there. There's nothing you can't accomplish. You can do anything you set your mind to. Anything. The person that's putting limits on you is you. It's your own self-doubt. That's going to kill more dreams than anything else. Your own self-doubt, your own fear is what's going to kill your dreams, not anything else. Because I know you can do it. Stacy, do you know they can do it?
Oh, absolutely. It's all in a mindset.
Yeah.
You get your mind there that you can do this and you can accomplish it. You're already halfway there, right there. It starts with believing that you can do it. Like Melissa said, if you don't believe you can do it, take our belief, because if you're still here, okay, we're pretty much to the halfway point. If you're still here watching this, whether live or the recording, inside of you, whether you're saying you believe you can't do it or not, inside of you, you still believe you can do it, or you wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Okay. You would be like the other 80% that's already hung it up. So you're here watching this. You're here still with us. You're still linked arms with us. So deep inside you, what you might say no, you don't feel that you can do it. If you didn't feel you could do it, you'd have already given up. You wouldn't be here. Take that belief right there.
Yep. Okay, we've got a question. Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to tell you, like, there's nothing special about me or Stacy or Christy, but Stacy and Christy have already earned this trip. I need one rank, and she needs 600 points. She's 600 points away from manager. I will hit that trip this month. So the people that are leading you, we're doing the dang thing, y'all. So we're not telling you anything that I'm telling you right now. If I can do it, you can do it. If Stacy can do it, you can do it. If Christy can do it, you can do it. So the question is, what are your success habits? Go ahead, Stacy.
Success.
Earned it.
I would say I don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pretty strong mindset that when I put my mind to something, I see it through. And that's something that I've worked on over the years. I'm not going to say I woke up one day and boom, it was there. A mindset that, with Founders Club, I just know I'm going to earn it. It's not a negotiable thing. It's, I know I'm going to hit it. I try to set a deadline to have it done in 6 months. Like I said before, there's some years I have, some years I haven't, but I just keep that strong mindset that nothing's going to stop me in earning Founders Club. And I get myself into personal growth every single day. Okay. Do not be lazy in personal growth. Do not be lazy in personal growth. You will never outgrow your mental state. And what I mean by that is you won't be a successful leader. You won't be successful if you're not growing your mind as you're going. And let me just give you some things that I like to listen to. There's some people I like to listen to. I think I've even mentioned Ed Mylett just finished up his book. I did the audio of The Power of One More. Great audio. I think he reads straight from the book. So the book is pretty much going to be the same. Highly recommend that book. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. love that book. Oh my gosh, for people who are new, or even if you're not newer, there's a good book out there called Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell. A really good book. Some of these are more network marketing based, but Ed Mylett is more mental mindset. Tony Robbins, love listening to Tony Robbins. I'll be working out and I'll just go to YouTube and find something his and listen to it while I'm working out. Those are probably my favorites. Les Brown, I haven't listened to him for a while. Les Brown is a really good one I like to listen to. But I'm getting myself into something positive every single day. And the best book that you can pick up and read if you struggle is the Bible. Okay. If you're like, okay, I don't know what to read today, grab the Bible, because you will get doesn't matter what book you pick up. You know, I'm a fan of Proverbs. I'm a fan of the Old or the New Testaments with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Hebrews.
Hebrews is a good one. So, but pick up something or listen to something at least 30 minutes a day. Okay. You got 24 hours in a day. Are you telling me you do not have 30 minutes to feed your mind? You do. You've got 30 minutes to feed your mind. Earlier you do it in the day, the better. Mm-hmm. Because that will set the tone for your day. If you let something negative get in your mind early, there's a good chance that the rest of your day could be a negative day. If you get something positive in your mind early, you've got that good, positive, strong mindset, things aren't going to shake you as much.
Yep. All right. So, mine are, I don't do anything before 10 o'clock. I do not do anything singular before 10 o'clock. I wake up before I pick up my phone, before I do anything, I pray. And I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if I did it on here or not, but the last couple of trainings, I saw this, and it might have been Ed Mylett. I don't know who it was, but talking about you can have $10 million, but you can't wake up the next day. Mm-hmm. And nobody would want it because waking up is worth more than $10 million. So every day before I touch my phone, before I do anything, I thank the Lord for this day. And I thank him that this is going to be the best day I've ever had. I have started doing that and my days have been good. And my daughter is doing a devotion, is doing a devotion called is it called the Circle or something? But it's about your prayer life and not being vague. Tell the Lord what you want. He already knows. But speak it out loud. Anytime that you can speak what you want and manifest what you want, again, it tears those non-beliefs in your head down. So when you pray specifics about what you want or speak it. I pray. You don't have to, but speak what you want. And then another thing, Kevin Paul Scott is my mentor. That is who I talk to. I listen to his books. And Monday night, he is going to be on my Zoom. You are all welcome. He just released his 4th new book called Inspire Every Day. And it's going to go right along with what we're talking about. So put that on your calendar, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Monday night on this Zoom. Be there, write that in your calendar because it's going to be amazing. And then my last one is every enrollment is my next unique account. That's how I look at it. Every single enrollment is my next unique account. Because even though I've hit the trip, I still got to get 250 points and get more ranks and more unique accounts in order to get my $300 in my 2 nights, because I'm getting it. I'm not just going to stop with getting the trip. I want it all. So every enrollment is my next unique account. That's my success tips. All right. I think we got more questions. I'm so excited. The Circle Maker. That's it. The Circle Maker. That's what she's doing. She's sending me every single morning. She's sending me the devotion. It's fantastic. it looks like, what is your biggest struggle is the next one. Oh, my biggest struggle. Oh Lord. Frustration is probably my biggest struggle. You know, not letting myself get frustrated with the things that happen, and let go of the things that I can't control. That's my biggest struggle. I can only control what I can do. I can't control, even though I'd like to, because I'm a control freak. I can't control what somebody else says. I can't control what somebody else does. I can't control somebody else's mindset. I can only control me. And I got to let go of all the other stuff. Stace, what's your biggest struggle?
I want to throw two out at you. One of them is some of y'all's is getting on the phone. I struggle sometimes with getting on the phone with people. And that's something that I've been working on a lot more here recently than I have before. I think we've all used the chats to the point that it's made us create some lazy habits. Not saying we're lazy people. I know for myself, I created some lazy habits and got away from talking to people. And I've done it for so long, it's hard to get back in that habit now of picking up the phone and calling people again. So that's probably one of my biggest struggles. And then sometimes feeling like, am I being enough for my team? You know, am I showing up enough for them? Am I being the leader that they need me to be and they want me to be and they deserve for me to be? So those are probably the two biggest things that I struggle with. And I know things that, you know, I self-evaluate probably more than I should because I overthink things. I'm an overthinker. Melissa and I've talked about it, but I sit back and I do self-evaluation daily. And at the end of every day, usually, you know, did I get done what I needed to get done? Did I get done the things that I set out to get done? Was I the leader that I needed to be today? So those are things that I kind of ask myself at the end of the day. Am I the person showing up every day that my team needs me to be?
Yeah, I agree with all that. What do you do when you have a couple of hard months?
Keep working.
That's what I was going to say. Don't quit.
Keep working.
Keep going. Keep doing the monotonous things. I mean, just do the stuff that you know you're supposed to do, because it's going to catch up.
It will. And Christy and I were talking about this earlier, was, you know, as we're coming out of this dry spell, we're going to see, you know, if we're talking about our team members, we're going to see who's been working over the last few months, because the people who's been diligent and consistent during this dry spell, then we must have lost Melissa during this dry spell, then they're going to grow. But the people that are not working, then they're not going to grow. So be consistent. Focus. Melissa kind of already said this. Focus on the things that you can control. That is probably one of the best things that you can do right now, is just look at things and say, okay, I really cannot control if someone signs up today or not. You know, you can control getting them the information, following up with them, presenting the business opportunity to them, doing all your IPAs. You can focus, you can control those things. But the things that you cannot control, don't put your focus there. That will get you through the hard times, because I think sometimes we want to sit back and focus on things we have no control over. And that does a couple of things. One, it wastes a lot of valuable time, because if you can't control it, you're putting all this energy into it, you're wasting time. Next thing is, it's putting you in a mental state to where you feel like you're failing, you're struggling, you're not doing something right. And that's not the case. So evaluate the things you can control and the things you cannot control. The things you cannot control, let them go. As hard as it might be, let them go. The things that you can control, put more time, more focus, and more effort into those things. And that will keep you going through when you have, down months. Another thing I try to do is I try to work harder when things are down. I try to double my efforts, because I look at this as peaks and valleys. And if you're in a valley, there's only one way to get out of it, and that's work hard to climb to the top of the mountain. And if you're not working hard to climb the top of the mountain, then you're going to stay there in the valley. So you've got to work harder sometimes in your downtime, in your low time. I mean, let's see. I don't know if Melissa's back on here or not.
I am. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Is there any more questions?
I'm so glad y'all needed this, and I'm so glad that you were on here tonight, because you can do it.
You can. Absolutely.
And you just got to keep working. You got to keep working, and you've got to talk to people. Pick up the phone and talk to people. Use each other. I mean, there's so many people in this group. Use each other for calls. Just get people on and just let people share their story. A 3-minute story. I mean, that's it. And that's every day. Somebody that you really think that is doing good on their 8-day, that's doing good on their using their products, get them on the phone with people and celebrate them and say, oh, you're not going to believe they have lost 8 pounds in 8 days. And Heather, will you share your story with them? Edify that person, make that person feel like they're the most important person in the world every day. But you got to get on the phone. And then you never know. Because ain't going to hurt. Ain't going to hurt. You ain't going to die. But.
All right. So we've got an assignment for you guys. We haven't done one of these for a while.
You ready?
We're going to go back and have you guys to do another video of, okay, while you are still here. Okay. These are the things we want you to put in your video. Why are you still here with us? What will it mean for you to earn the trip? We asked, some of these questions earlier. Who do you want to connect with on the trip? And also at the beginning of the video, we want you to say that you're committed.
That you believe. I want you to look in the camera and say, I know I can earn this trip. I believe I can earn this trip. And all the questions that we asked you at the beginning, we want you to do the video, and we want you to speak them out loud. We're not going to let you hide behind a keyboard. We want you to speak it out loud, so you can go back and look. Okay.
And in the word of Melissa, you can do hard things.
You can do hard things. You sure can. And you can get on the phone this week. Get on the phone with your accountability partner.
And we'll put the questions. Somebody
not a phone call with your accountability. Get your accountability partner on the phone call with a customer or a prospect or somebody. Start doing them. It will change everything. I promise. Go ahead, Stace. What'd you say?
I'm going to say we will put the questions in here. Well, I mean, not in here in the Zoom, but in the group of what we want you to answer in the video. Because I saw someone said, "Can you repeat them?" We'll put them in there so you guys will know what to do the video on.
He says "we," meaning me. I know
Maybe.
how that.
See how this partnership works?
Yeah. I hope you are all registered for Fling. You need to be there. You need to surround yourself with like-minded people, and you need to be around us. You not here. You need to be in person around us. So I know that there are challenges and there are things, but this is really important. This will change. It changes everything. So be there. Whatever you got to do it.
I see a lot of people in the comments saying they can't wait to get there.
Me too.
Good.
I need people. I need all my hugs from all my people. So I cannot wait. And yes, we're going to have we're going to get together with all of us. So we are coming with hugs. Absolutely. And we may have a couple of speakers on stage in this little group, and I'm really excited. I'm not going to say who they are, but I'm seeing they're on here tonight. So I'm really excited. I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't know if it's a surprise or not, but I'm very proud and I'm really excited about sitting and learning from the people in here. So anything else? Anybody, our hearts cleared? Anybody need to say anything or get something off the chest real quick? This is a unique night, and it was a very interactive night, which is what we wanted. So has anybody got to say anything? Well, I'm going to end this like I end my Zooms on Monday night because I believe that everybody needs to hear this. So I am going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can think or ask because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You are in the right place at the right time, and I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek you out, and we are going to rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory. We love you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night. We love you.